Hey guys, Sword here, back again with another action figure review. Today we'll be taking a look at the Star Wars Black Series Halloweeny edition Chewbacca, or Black Chrysanthemum, whichever, a Wookie, nevertheless, as the Werewolf. Ow, ow, ow! That said, this guy is also known as the Wookie, and this guy was originally a Walmart exclusive, but it's now a fan channel exclusive, or at least has been one for quite some time. I think he's up on Big Bad Toy Store still, but yeah, not exclusive to one place anymore, thankfully. I don't know if the Vampire Inquisitor Frankenstein Cad Bane 2-pack is going to follow suit with that kind of trend, but at least for now, you can get the two single figures from most online retailers. That said, this guy is, of course, brought to us by the fine folks over at Hasbro. So, before we get too far ahead of ourselves, you thought this guy was short. You're sorely mistaken. There's the skeleton clone trooper we looked at earlier today. Check that review out if you haven't already. Really appreciate it if you did. And while you're at it, check out the review I did of the 2-pack yesterday. It's the Halloweeny season, damn it. You gotta get in the mood somehow, right? That said, why don't we take a look-see at what this guy has to offer in terms of accessories. He's got this little kind of pumpkin bucket, and it does open on the top. And he also has like the Beskar chocolate bar thing going on, but he's got stacks of them. Freaking stacks. So that's kind of cool. And then also, it should be worth noting, this thing like opens up on the sides. So you can open up this piece, you can open up this piece, you can open up this piece, and just have this very flimsy, mind you, Halloween bucket thing. I wouldn't really advise screwing around with that too much, but you can obviously slip the Beskar candy bars back in here. Sure. I don't think you can put them side by side like that. No, you can't. You gotta lay them on their side. There you go. And then you can put the lid back on. And actually, funny enough, the clone trooper, I'll bring him in here. Let me see if I can get his hand around this. Doesn't seem to want to go now. That figures. But rest assured, I have done this before. There you go. He can actually carry it like a trick-or-treat bag. It's kind of funny. So really, this should have come with him, if I'm being honest, and this guy could have come with the trunk. That said, he does come with, I want to say this is like a swamp rat or something, but it's like a werewolf version. Looks like a little Yoda with no arms and a freaking raccoon tail sticking out of his ass, but either way, there you go. That's all you get for accessories. You don't get a bowcaster. Just like the clone trooper, he doesn't get a gun. None of these figures come with like actual weapons, which kind of sucks because some of the Christmas figures come with weapons, and I'm kind of curious as to why that is. Especially since Christmas is supposed to be peace on earth and goodwill toward men and giant, hairy, extraterrestrial beings. Whatever. Frickin' Snow Wookiee's packing a bowcaster. I don't know what to tell you. That said, this is the only one of the holiday figures, to my knowledge, that has a new head sculpt. He's got ears and like a snarly face. It's not just a repurposed Black Chrysanthemum head, which I'm okay with. I like it for the most part. It does kind of remind me of Barf from Spaceballs a little bit, because he was, what the heck was he, a Mog? So it's like a space dog or a man dog or some weird, okay? That said, as far as articulation on this guy goes, his head will look side to side, up and down a little bit, nothing really to write home about. His shoulders will go up, back down, forward and back. He does have a single jointed elbow. It doesn't get much range because of the way this thing is sculpted. Does have a swivel in the elbow. He does have some spiky pauldrons too, but not too spiky. He's got just basic wrist articulation. It rotates and it hinges in and out a little bit. That said, the torso is on a ball joint, so you're going to get a lot of movement there, ironically. Even with this armor on, you can get the range out of it. You can tilt it, you can rotate it, whole 9 yards. His hips will kick forward and back, out, not very far. He does have a thigh cut, single knee, pretty good range there for a guy like this anyways. He's got a knee swivel, and last but not least, he's got a hinge in the foot, which doesn't get a lot, and rocker, which again doesn't get a lot. He does have peg holes at the bottom of the feet, but he's got big clomper feet. You don't need to worry about that. That's all fine and dandy. So there is your Werewolf, ready to terrorize the Knights of Kashyyyk, because he went from being hairy to hairier, I guess. That said, before we wrap this sucker up, you have Mythic Legion's Brother Mandibilith right there, and the infamous current living Spawn, who I think he's about neck and neck with the Werewolf here, which honestly you could just buy and put in your Star Wars display as another kind of alien, or like a hybrid or something. I don't think that's too far of a stretch, but you know, not the biggest Star Wars fan on the face of the earth talking here, so I really wouldn't know what people's limitations are with that sort of thing. So with that being said, it's time now that we wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and much like the other Halloween-y offerings from the Star Wars Black Series collection brought to us by the fine folks over at Hasbro, if you're into that sort of thing, you know, typically cheap, easy repaints of existing figures, then this is a definite must-have. On top of the fact that out of all of them that we've looked at on the channel, so the Skeleton Clone Trooper, the Dracula Inquisitor, and Frankenstein's Monster Cad Bane, the Werewolf Wookie here, or the Were-Wookie as he's more well known, is probably the most well done out of all of them, because he at least got a new head, and if you can get past the fact that he kind of looks like Barf from Spaceballs, I think he's a worthy addition to any Star Wars Black Series collection, Halloween related or otherwise. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later.